Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to Spiggs Gaming, and today I'm going to be reacting to another Halo lore video, what happened to the ODSTs. So, Halo 3 ODSTs actually, I feel like it is not talked about enough. I feel like Reach is talked about a lot, and all of the other, main Halo games are, but ODST is a game that is not mentioned that often, and it's kind of sad because it is a really, really good game, and it really sets up the third installment of the main Halo series. And if I do, let's get into it, because I'm curious, because it's kind of weird that they had one game they were mentioned, and then suddenly it's like they all just dropped off the face of the earth. So let's get into it. Three, two, one.
Hey guys, welcome back. If you hadn't noticed, there has been a distinct lack of ODSTs in Halo since Reach, and today I thought I'd explain why that's the case, because ODSTs are a fan favourite aspect of Halo to many, and to a lot of people they are considered quite iconic, and many people as well, myself included, really miss the more grounded soldiers, things that aren't Spartans, the sort of in-between, between Spartans and Marines. People like me really miss that in Halo. So today I thought I would talk about what's happened to the ODSTs since the end of the Human Covenant War. So that means I'll be covering what's happened to them from 2552 to 2559. So, following the Human Covenant War, as we know, the Spartan 4 program was kickstarted, and unlike the two previous iterations of the program, the Spartan 4 program was accepting consenting individuals from all branches of the UNSC, from veterans to trainees who showed any potential. So this time, they weren't just kidnapping kids, they were actually asking people to join the program. As you can expect, ODSTs fall under this recruitment umbrella, and so there were likely a large number of ODSTs recruited to become Spartan 4s. The two most notable ODSTs who became recruits are probably the fan favourite I Thought You'd Be Taller Sarah Egghead Palmer and the actually legendary Edward Buck. In January of 2553, Sarah Palmer was recruited by June after sustaining significant injuries from a needler while attempting to rescue Admiral Kovalik from a failed extraction. Here, she showed her combat prowess, taking down a brute chieftain on her own, which was a major factor for June scouting her out, along with her notable leadership abilities. Palmer was one of the first Spartan 4s to be stationed on board the UNSC Infinity, actually transferring to it while it was still in the late stages of development. Buck was originally scouted to be a part of the first batch of Spartan 4s too. In February of 2553, June attempted to recruit him while he was on a vacation with Dare, but he declined, which made him one of the first potential Spartan 4s to decline an offer. His reasoning for declining was that he didn't want to abandon Alpha 9, his ODST squad, and also that he didn't want to leave Dare behind. Okay, so we're getting into spoiler territory now. If you haven't read Halo New Blood and don't want to know what happened to Alpha 9 following ODST, then I would skip to the time on screen right now. Alrighty then.
I haven't read it, but...
In 2554, Buck and Alpha 9 went to Draco 3 to try and curb an insurrectionist force that were trying to take control of the planet. After storming their main building, their entrance was blocked, and Rookie was sent by Buck to go and secure an exit. However, in doing so, Captain Ingridson of the Insurrectionists captured Rookie and held him at gunpoint. Alpha 9 managed to surround Ingridson, and when she realised that there was no chance she was getting out alive, she sadly executed the Rookie before being killed by Dutch. After Rookie's funeral, Dutch ended up retiring out of grief, and June attempted to recruit Buck again. However, Buck reaffirmed his choice not to become a Spartan, until June told him about the increased funding for the program, which would alleviate many of his problems. It would allow Alpha 9 to become Spartan 4s with him, meaning he wouldn't have to leave them behind. This then caused Buck to cave in and become a Spartan 4, almost a year after Sarah Palmer. As a part of the Spartan 4
Wow.
program, specific ODST variants of the Mjolnir Gen 2 suit were created, with Buck using the ever so iconic Helljumper variant, more reminiscent of the classic ODST helmet that we know from Halo 3 and also Halo Reach.
Yeah.
So that's how the two most notable ODSTs became Spartans. But what about the rest of ODSTs who either declined the offer or just didn't choose to join up? Are there any ODST squads left? Well, contrary to popular belief, yes, there are. ODSTs
Really?
still do exist. Now, it's no conspiracy theory that the mainstreaming of Spartan 4s did make them less prevalent, but they are definitely still in active use. For example, the Battle of Dratheus 5 in 2554, which is present in Halo Spartan Assault, had 3rd Platoon deployed onto Dratheus' moon, X-50. After suffering significant losses, Spartan Davis rescued them and helped them in their original goal, to secure a landing zone for 2nd Platoon. Now, if memory serves me well, which I think it does, or at least I hope it does, it was Halo Escalation Issue 3, where it was confirmed that ODSTs are indeed present on the Infinity as of 2558. Now, here's to hoping that we actually see them in action in Halo 6, or hell, even Marines in action. That's one of the many departments that Halo 5 was seriously lacking in. Fighting alongside something lower than you sort of plays into that power fantasy, and it makes you feel even more important. That's an aspect of Halo that is really missing for me, but anyways, that's a topic for an entirely different video. Let's get back to the ODSTs. The Spirit of Fire also has ODSTs stationed on it too, as we know. They use the Halo 2 version of the ODST helmet, which doesn't have a definite name, unlike the other variants, but it may be down to their tech being obviously out of date and old, considering they were drifting through space for like 28, 29 years, was it? So they're not exactly using the most up-to-date gear. The Spirit of Fire deployed these ODSTs to fight against the Banished on the Ark in 2559, and will likely continue to use them as that fight continues, considering it didn't end at the end of Halo Wars 2. Another cliffhanger! Oh boy! So that's it. We sadly don't have all that much information surrounding their post-war activities. What I talked about in this video is pretty much it. However, they are definitely still in use. Yeah, many likely did become Spartan 4s, and I would hazard a guess that their numbers are definitely lower than in the Human Covenant War, but there are still platoons out there, and they haven't been rendered totally obsolete by Spartans either. ODSTs fill a very nice niche little role, meaning that there's always going to be a place for them in the UNSC, along with their iconic armor.
Okay, so that was insane. Like, I knew that the rookie died. I knew that. It was very sad. I didn't know that he was like kidnapped and then taken hostage and then was then just executed. I did not know that. Like, that is sad. But I found it kind of odd when we first found out that Buck had become a Spartan, you know, because it was like, why him and not anybody else? I mean, I know that like he kind of seemed like the guy that was like take charge. Granted, I haven't played the game in years, which now I want to, but back then Buck seemed to be kind of like the guy that like kind of took charge next to Dare. It kind of seems odd that like it's not talked about a lot, you know. It's like ODST is just suddenly is like they're not talked about that much, which is kind of weird. I feel like that, I don't know why, when I saw in that video Buck and Dare in that one cutscene from ODST the game, I don't know why I got like Nathan Drake and Elena Fisher vibes from the Uncharted series. I don't know why. Buck reminds me a lot of Nate because he acts stupid in high intensity situations like fighting and something bad happening, just like Nate does. So so I do feel like that they need to bring back ODSTs a lot more and like mention them again and like mention what happened to everybody else. It'd be really cool if they could maybe like throughout the next game or like a DLC or something, because I heard a little bit about how maybe Halo Infinite's getting a DLC, you know, and like getting like another like story on it. I don't know. I've just heard like one thing on the internet. That's trustworthy. But yeah, and it'd be really cool to like to find out what happened to everybody. Like to really find out, like get like 343 confirmation on everything. That'd be cool. Yeah, I feel like they need to bring back the ODSTs though, or like mention them or something like that, because that'd be really cool. Okay, everybody, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, then be sure to smash the like button. Comment down below on if you have any Halo lore videos that you guys want me to watch and react to. Let me know down below in the comments, because I would love to do them. I love doing these. And if you guys want any more games, because I don't just watch Halo lore videos, like I also love Tomb Raider, God of War, Uncharted, Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, Assassin's Creed, like I do all that stuff. So if there are any videos, lore videos that you guys want me to watch, let me know down below. I would very much like to do them. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I post videos so you do not miss me playing anything else or doing any more reactions. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.